What's up guys, welcome back to our Digimon Let's Play once again here on the YouTube channel. I'm feeling really good today folks, I'm really looking forward to playing some Digimon. I actually did no recording yesterday, so you know there's that break, there's that refreshment I guess, coming back to you guys and obviously the dudes that we know and love in the series. So there's a couple of things that we have to go over, and that's the reason why I'm kind of paused at this screen rather than just diving straight in like we normally do. So what I'm going to do is bring up a little video on the side of the screen right now, and I'll talk you guys through roughly what I did off screen. This is what I'm about to show you is like 2 minutes worth, but it was actually about 18 minutes IRL, if that makes sense. Okay, so I spent 18 minutes training off screen. I did something like 5 battles, maybe 5, 6, not that many at all. But I thought I would just give you guys a quick rundown of the highlights, because there will be some of you who are want to, you know, keep track of exactly how many battles I'm doing, and I thought rather than just show you the whole 20 minutes, which was kind of just, you know, it was just more training really, but I thought I would give you guys a summary. But basically the only things to note was that I did a bit of wandering around the world as always, trying to find that perfect training partner. I went to everywhere. I haven't showed you in this in like these clips here, but I went into the, you know, just almost the edges of Mod Cape. I went into to the Logic Volcano, all around the Logic Volcano, looking for people to train against. In the end, I couldn't find anybody better or more suited to us at this current point than the Jijimon who are hiding in the Dead End Town part, you know, where we fought the last Machinedramon. In there, I think even after we fought the Machinedramon and we were trying to speak to the Angemon who was currently waiting in there, we actually banged into a Jijimon and they gave us good stats, and at the time we kind of said, oh, you know, it might be really good to come back here. The only problem with this area, and the reason why, you know, I'm talking to you guys about it, is because it was very tricky. If you fight one of these Jijimon, it is perfect. You get a 2v1, I guess, with both your partners, and you can watch for his attacks, you can time the blocks perfectly. It's great, right? But if you bang into 2 or 3 of them, it begins to be a problem, because there's a lot of confusion moves getting thrown about and stuff like that. But anyway, the main crust of it is we did about 5-6 battles here. We picked up at least one move. I don't know if we picked up more than one. I can't really remember. We picked up like attack poop field or something. Nothing exciting. It was just literally one of these filth type moves that we're probably never going to realistically need or use. But the other good thing about training in this spot here is that we could actually head in and out the loading screen to the bathroom if, you know, our guys needed the toilet or any of that good stuff. So I actually spent a full day of travelling in-game, but realistically, as I said, we only done about 5-6 battles. We went up about maybe 100, a wee bit more than that, 100 points across the board for all of our stats, and our guys should be a little bit stronger. Now, I'm going to pull you guys right back into where we are, and yeah, we're going to have a good look at our stuff and our stats and our moves and everything, because I think today we're going to get some ultimate Digivolutions. I expect the way that's how it's going to go, so yeah, I look forward to that, and if you do as well, then sit tight, because I think our episode starts right about now. Let's go. Alright folks, here we are. Welcome back once again. So as you can see, here we are in the Dead End Town now. Normally there would be about like 4 or 5 Numamon in here that are all dotted about in different areas, but because we have actually terminated a couple of them, you know, for want of a better word, we've beaten a bunch of them up, then we're reduced to 2 at this point. Now, if I take you guys into our, I'll take you into stats and everything in just a minute, but I thought what I'd do real quick is show you our items first, because as you guys can see, we're pretty much out of items. In terms of HP stuff, we have no more recoveries. We have 1 regen disc that probably wouldn't sustain us. So as much as I would love to show you guys one last battle to kind of let you guys see how strong our guys are, we can't do it. I don't think it's just not a good idea. Now our dudes are a lot stronger than they were before, but that being said, the Jijimon would still probably kick us in the butthole. So if I take you guys into our partners real quick. Here is what Joe is looking like right about now. I'm completely covering up his stats, so forgive me for that. Let's disappear for a momento. So his strength is at 836, his stamina is up to 1000, his wisdom is up to 1092, and generally he's looking a lot better. His HP and his MP is still really good. So Joe's looking pretty good, but as I said earlier, he is at he's 6 years old at this point, and therefore Digivolution is probably on the horizon. Let's pop across to Sam, who seems a bit closer than he should be. I don't know, Sam, you're looking a bit close to us there, buddy. But anyway, he's roughly the same. There's not really much to talk about other than the fact that, yeah, both these guys' stats are almost identical. In both cases, their HP and their MP is kind of, you know, dishevelled from all the fighting they've been doing, but for the most part, that is that. If I take you guys into the attack skills tree, there isn't really much to show, but because we have been doing a bunch of training against these guys, we have picked up a number of filth type moves. I mean, I think we had about 3 or 4 of these already, but we've picked up some more. Poop attack field is definitely one of them, and I don't know about the other one. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't even know why that tier exists, but it does anyway. I've just realised we could have actually equipped Firewall to Garurumon instead of Spin Attack, and I think even though we might not get to use it just now, we will equip it right now, because for a tiny more bit of mana, we actually do end up getting a lot more firepower or damage at least, for our payments. So that seems worth. Let's quickly have one last look in here, guys, because you might want to know that we are now up to 2,900 bits in terms of our money. So if you're at all interested in that, we got a bit of money back from our grinding sesh. Obviously, we took our tamer skill that gave us extra money at the end of the last episode. I do want to nip in here real quick, because if our guys are going to digivolve at some point tomorrow, then we definitely want to consider spending some of our points. We have 9 here, and I think that this one here, Digivolution Veteran, just makes sense. Parameters rise when digivolves occur, so digivolve into a Digimon for the second time and thereafter. So I guess I don't know how specific this is, guys. So it says when you digivolve into a Digimon for the second time, and I don't know if that means when your guy digivolves for a second time or digivolved into a specific Digimon for a second time. But regardless, we're going to take this right now. It might be not very suitable for us at this stage of the playthrough, but you know what, we're going to pick up at some point anyway, and I think that it does have the ability to buff us in the immediacy of just now. So yeah, it is what it is. I thought I would also talk to this guy. We have a beautiful looking Seraphimon here, or Seraphimon, however you guys pronounce his name. And yeah, look at this guy. He's always been one of my favourite Digimon of all time, and he looks really good. I can't remember if we've spoken to this guy. I apologise for that, but I don't think we have. So we're going to talk to him real quick and say, hey dude, what's up? This feeling, it's here too, the dark virus. Oh, it's a human. How long have you been standing there? Pardon me. Dude, we've just been standing here for like an hour just staring at you going like, dude, he's got armour, he's got wings, he's got everything. Alright, how long have you been standing there? Blah, blah, blah. I'm right in the middle of something, you see. This too is part of an angel's mission. Now I must ask you to leave. And with that, obviously, oh god, these guys are going to trigger on us now. As much as I would love to tangle with these boys, we're just going to peace out into this area. I am going to autopilot us straight back to the city at this stage, but I did want to pop in here, because sometimes you find an orange banana, and they're quite valuable. See, there's one right there. Now, I don't know if this guy's going to aggro, but I don't think he is. No, he knows better at this point. So you can start to see by the reactions of the... And then he runs at us. I don't really understand the logic, but I was going to say, like, it looks like these guys know their place, and, you know, we're a lot more powerful than we used to be, so they're running away. But obviously, this gentleman doesn't even know what he wants, so yeah, it is what it is. Let's pop back to Floatia, because it's evening time, and, you know, it's not completely time for us to go to bed yet, but there are a couple of things we can do. Now, I'm just going to check in here real quick. Make sure I haven't got the meat already for today. I was using Greymon's tent, so we can actually go and... Okay, so yeah, that's cool. What I think we could do to pass an hour here is we'll actually plough the fields, which is, you know, not an exciting activity to do, but, you know, it passes some time and we get a little bit of a strength boost as well. So we'll do that for an hour. I might come back and do that again. I'm not sure, but turns out we have got our meat for the day. We've probably got our porta potties, right, if I have done all this. I can't remember. Oh yeah, okay, so we haven't picked up that one yet. As I said a second ago, I had been using Greymon's tent, so we can nip across and get that repaired, and probably also stock up on some items as well. I don't think there was anything else to mention in terms of like injuries or anything. There was, when we were training again against the Jijimon, there was an instance where I pulled 2 at once, which, you know, normally I'm happy about pulling 2 people at once, but in this instance it wasn't a good thing, okay? Greymon, hey there, what do you need? Obviously we're going to ask him to fix our tent. Now what I was going to do is let our tent actually destroy itself for the first time, just to show you guys how that works, in case you've never seen it before. Now obviously that's not a good idea to do, but if your durability drops below 1 and you come back here, Greymon, instead of fixing your tent for free, he'll actually he'll charge you some money. So I was gonna show you guys that, but at the same time it doesn't really make sense. Maybe at some point I will, but let's sell any items that we don't need here. Let's see. We need the oily fruit because that's for Taomon, the guy up in the little red house area of the Logic Volcano. If you remember, we spoke to him recently. We have 5 rotten meat. I don't know where those are coming from. I guess we could sell these. We'll definitely sell the orange banana, and we have a hunk of meat as well. I've just woken up this morning, so I am a bit slower and a bit groggier than normal, but I apologise. We've got 1 autopilot, which is really all we need. Sorry, I hate when I do this, but yeah. Next order, boys. It's a lot. There's a lot of micromanagement here. Right. Anyways, autopilots. We've got 1 of those. Medium recoveries. We have 0. These definitely have to happen. So I would like to buy more than 10, but until we gauge out like what other items we need, I'm only going to pick up 10 just now. Regen disc. I would like to pick up a second one of you, just on the off chance that we need you. We really are kind of strapped for cash at the moment, which is kind of fun. I guess we could go fishing off screen. Or I could take you guys fishing. You probably are like, no, Jack, please God, no, anything but the fishing. But yeah, let's pop up to the training lab for a bit and see what we want to do. Because as I said, I don't think these guys are going to digivolve today, but there is a strong possibility that will happen tomorrow. Let's have a look at the stats real quick and see what we want to kind of catch up on. I think for both these guys, their HP and their strength are kind of lagging behind everything else. Their HP is actually fine, but strength definitely needs to go up, especially for like Sam. Let's do it like this. We'll put Sam on the strength, Joe on the HP, and see what we can do with this. One thing I still haven't figured out yet properly is Joe's eating requirements, because it doesn't seem to be like whatever I feed Joe, he doesn't seem to be happy, which is very interesting. I thought it was veggies. I thought Joe was the veggie guy, but apparently not. If I actually nip down to here, I'm going to talk to Worm one last time, which I never ever do this, but I think for the sake of the playthrough, rather than just actually memeing this and like fucking this up lots of times with Joe and feeding him what he doesn't need, but I'm just going to find out. So Sam's preference is meat and Joe's is actually fruit. And it's, wait, what? Did he say his favourite is an obscure onion? What the fuck? Sam's preference is meat, that's fine, we know that, absolutely easy. And Joe's preference is fruit. Joe's favourite is an obscure onion. Now, an onion isn't fruit, right? Like, what the fuck? I'm confused. If I go into here, we actually had some obscure onions, but the last time I gave him an obscure onion, he didn't seem to take to it very well, unless I'm mistaken. We'll give Sam the meat because he's nice and easy. He's always max happiness, good lad. And yeah, we don't have any fruit right now, unfortunately. We might have some in the bank. I guess we could go and check. I don't have to do this, guys, but I thought, you know what? If this is one of these kind of things that if you take the jump and actually just learn how it works now, you can save yourself a bit of hassle later on. Do we have any fruit in here? We've got a cheerful apple. You know what? We'll take 2 of those. And there's the obscure onion. Alright. I think, see, based on the fact that we've starved Joe of his happy snacks, I think he deserves an obscure onion, and it will actually help us with our training here as well. So, there you go, buddy. There is one of those. Let's see. Does that actually boost you a lot? Yes, it does. Holy shit. Well, there we go. Now we know. Now, I know at some point we definitely gave Joe an obscure onion, and he hated it. I just didn't think he liked it this much. I don't want to give him another cheerful apple, because realistically we'll need that for tomorrow when he wakes up and he's going to be a moody little shit as always. Let's go to the training hall and resume what we were doing a second ago. So strength and HP I think is good. Yeah, let's just do it like this. Again, what I could be doing, guys, here is I could be focusing on our ultimate digis. I could look ahead, see what we need for certain digivolutions and aim for those, but at the same time we don't have full try to say this without a spoiler, we don't have full control of our digivolutions just yet. So even if we were to aim for a specific one, if there are multiple digivolution options available to us, then it is just a random chance almost, or I believe that's how it works. So yeah, I don't think it's worth too much effort if we put too much sweat into aiming for one Digimon right now. I'm pretty sure our requirements are high enough to hit all of them anyway, but so we're just gonna go with the flow. So one more rest. Are we going to get another training session out of here? No, we're not. It's sleepy time. Well, let's find out, guys. Let's find out what happens here. Put these guys both to bed. And see if our guys aren't going to do some sort of growth spot in here. Both these guys had their good sleep. Their Digimon, their friends is up. And their happiness is up a little bit as well. Let's see. So they're still chilling, which is fine. To be slightly expected, I guess. Right, Sam, you need 2 bits of meat, I guess, as always. And then Joe, you're gonna need oily fruit as actually a nut. I don't. We're not gonna feed them an oily fruit because we need it. But I mean, why is it called oily fruit if it's a nut, guys? I don't even. Alright, cheerful apple to Joe is only going to make him slightly happy, and we don't have any other bits of fruit on us, so we're just going to feed him meat and top him up over the edge. And now I guess we're going to go out a wandering. Can you actually give us veggies? No, you can't. Not just yet. Okay, we're going to go a wandering, and maybe our guys will actually digivolve when we are en route to somewhere. I don't know, but again, I'm pretty sure it's today that they actually change. So let's go. We'll just do all of our normal stuff. I'm going to like bang around here, collect all our stuff as normal. With all this being said, let's buy some more medium recoveries. I think we can order 5. That's pretty much good enough. Alright. And there we go. Taomon triggered it. Let's see what we've got. So, first up on the menu is, of course, our boy Joe. Let's see who he is going to change into. He went from Ice Devimon and his back massage face slap claw. He actually becomes Taomon. Alright, interesting. Oh no, it's Taomon Silver. What the fuck? He doesn't have the evil look on his face. I thought that was going to be Taomon. Alright, so it looks like we have 1 Digivolution so far. Let's step outside the business district back to our guys, because obviously Joe wasn't with us. Look how tall this guy is. I thought this was Taomon, but it's obviously Taomon. The two of them are very similar, but you know, it's the face and the eyes that are very different, and there's probably a bit of colour differentiation in their outfits and robes as well. But let's have a look at Joe real quick. So here he is here. I'm trying to think how best to do this. Alright, I'll just disappear. So, we don't get a massive gain to some of our stats. I mean, you can see our strength is almost exactly the same. It hasn't moved. Our stamina has went up about 100. Our wisdom's up 200. So, makes sense that Taomon, being a very intelligent Digimon, it is wisdom being his high stats. Obviously, the things that we want to pay attention to the most, guys, is our HP and our MP. I mean, look at these, how much they've shot up. I mean, HP a minute ago was like 4,000, so we gain 1,000 HP, and we get a big chunk to our MP as well, like 1,000, 1,700 or some shit. I can't remember what was that. I think it was like 4 or 5, but I could be wrong. Who knows? But anyways, Joe's looking pretty strong. Let's have a look at what we can actually do with Joe, because he is obviously poison type. So we have Root Bind, which is nice, and we also have Firewall. Now both of these are quite expensive moves. Firewall does slightly more damage, but Root Bind has the ability to kind of slow down the enemy Digimon, which is nice. I think we actually just equip both of these, in all honesty, and if we have some sort of MP problem, then obviously we can change this up later on. We'll just put them in this order. Firewall is going to be amazing for, you know, quick battles, but is what it is. Alright, so now we have 1 ultimate and we have 1 champion. Now, it would make a lot of sense to head up to the gym and pass time by training. I'm wondering if we should do that. If we do that, then it'll probably only take a few hours for Garurumon to actually digivolve as well. If not, he might actually do it instantly. But also we get the training bonus here, so any last requirements that we really don't like for example, Sam's strength, we could probably bang that up a little bit as well. Now, where do we want to put Joe, on the other hand? His strength is actually his lowest stat as well, but I think HP and speed are quite important. Let's put him on the HP training, just as we normally do. Let's see how this goes. So again, I don't know how long we're going to get with Sam, but, you know, as many kind of hours we can get training in here, the better, I guess, in a way. Because it is like, oh, missed that one. It is immediate stats. So, yeah, let's see. It looks like we're going to get another one. I don't want to do this too much because we are starting to burn valuable daylight doing this. So I was kind of hoping it would be some time about now. We're going to do one more and then we're going to rest. And if he doesn't digivolve after that, we will just go a wandering. Let's see. At least we know that Taomon's HP is going to be fucking firing through the roof. Alright, is that enough? Strength is 999, which, you know, it kind of bothers me because if that is a Digivolution proc requirement, then, you know, we're just below it. I don't know if that's the case. I don't really want to train again, but I don't know. Let's give meat to Sam, who is super happy, and then Joe, you're pretty happy as well. Now, I'm pretty sure that fruit is still going to be your favourite food. Yeah. Alright, we need to keep an eye out for apples and stuff when we're out and about. I don't want to train again. I don't think it's worth. Let's back to you, though. You actually can give us... Oh, that's veggies. Okay, alright, never mind. Okay, guys, let's go out a wandering in the world and see if we can't get Garurumon to actually change once we get into a battle or two. So we're going to get a boost here, which is nice. Those boosts are very important, guys, especially as we go into the later aspects of the game. For a reason that I haven't mentioned before. Now, I have actually mentioned, obviously, the bond between, you know, us and the Digimon that lets us... I think it's us and the Digimon. I said before that it was between Digimon. I should know this off the top of my head, but in order to EXE Digivolve, I'm pretty sure it's the bond between us and the Digimon. and the bond between Digimon is also important. It's a bit slower to get up, but I'm pretty sure that's for like order commands and getting a boost on order commands and things like that. You know, how much order points you start with, etc, etc. It's you know, I can probably clarify this on the screen for you guys just now, if I remember to do so. And if any of you guys remember, then you can fire it down in the comments as well. I used to know all this stuff off the top of my head, but it's been so long since I played this game. Anyways, let's wander. We're going to go into the world a little bit. We're going to see what we can do, who we can take on. I'm hoping that after a few battles, we should be able to proc Garurumon and make him change as well, if he isn't going to do it already. I can't remember when it was that he actually digivolved before, so I'm trying to remember, was it in the evening, was it in the morning, blah. Let's just keep walking along and see who we can challenge. I'm thinking we could maybe go to Meteormon in the Logic Volcano, you know, the ultimate Digimon, and see how we do in a fight against him. Now he is very strong, and we only have 2 regen discs, so it would be a bit dodgy, but at the same time I think we could manage it. We could maybe just tango against Birdramon if he proves too much of a challenge. What I'm probably going to do is just wander ahead, guys, through all this stuff, and I will catch you guys when we meet Meteormon. I'll be back in just a second. Okay, folks, Logic Volcano time. Luckily, as we came in here, Garurumon mentioned that he needed to go to the bathroom, so I'm much rather that he told us that now. Dude, I feel like I'm a parent, and I'm not a parent, but, you know, sometimes I can understand where parents are coming from, you know, like, do you need the toilet before you leave the house? That's kind of what it's like. That's the vibes I get from these dudes, but anyways, here we go. We're going to pop up here. The good thing about our change now is that in his new form, Joe actually doesn't mind being in the Logic Volcano. In fact, he actually quite likes it. So before with Ice Devimon, obviously we were like, oh shit, there's always a potential that he gets ill and stuff like that. So we're just, we don't have that problem anymore. But here's Meteormon. Now, Meteormon is an ultimate Digimon. I don't know how we're going to get on in this fight, but I want to give him a bash and see. Now, he is probably, oh, he's going for Taomon. Interesting. Okay, so all I'm going to do in this fight is hope that he doesn't use AoE moves, which obviously he uses almost immediately. That's interesting. We'll just try and block as much as possible, and hopefully not take any big attacks off him. I've had 2 opportunities at order command so far, and I've missed both of them. So there's Buster Dive. Wow, okay, interesting. And there's another ability AoE used on us as well. So this fight is actually looking not too bad. My original impression is it's not looking too bad. I am going to have to heal both of our guys though. Just because Meteormon keeps doing a lot of AoE damage. He's actually going to do another one here, and I could like nip across to Garurumon and tell him to block as well, but then we lose one of our guys' attacking functionality, which is a bit of a pain. Now Garurumon actually almost has his ultimate, so I'm actually just going to keep an eye on that. We're not going to get to Taomon's ultimate, unfortunately. It would have been nice to see that, but we should get Garurumon's ultimate right now, which we do, so I'm going to use Freeze Fang ASAP. And hopefully this is enough to kill Meteormon, but I don't know. We'll find out. It probably won't be. Let's see. Does this little bastard have it in him? He does, so he survives. I wonder if we can get a combo here. Yeah, we do. Alright, nice. Very good. So, Meteormon, what do you provide us with? Honestly, not very much, although you do give us 1,300 bits, which is the equivalent to, what, like 5 medium recoveries? We used 2 in that fight, but he also gave us a large recovery holo disc, which is extremely interesting. Unfortunately, the stats he gives us are pretty weak. Not very good at all. Obviously for Joe, I didn't expect that much anyway, but Sam, I was really hoping that it would provide a little bit more. And we actually pick up Buster Dive. Wow. Okay. That's a thing that happened. Alright, worth. Let's praise these dudes then, I guess. Did Sam get over 100 strength there? Maybe that would be a Digivolution proc. I don't know. No, it's not. Okay, interesting. So let's have a look at Buster Dive real quick. Just because it is our new skill. Who can we apply it to? Where is it? It's obviously in the melee tree. I wonder if Sam can actually learn that. He can. Oh, cool. Interesting. So, I am wondering, do we try and equip Buster Dive? Now, Buster Dive is an interesting ability because it has the ability to completely miss. And it costs 650, but it can be AoE if you get lucky enough. Let's try it. I think always when we pick up these new moves, we should always kind of give them a bash. And, you know, if they suck, they suck, and we'll just take them back off again. But yeah. Alright, if we can handle Meteormon, I'm pretty sure that we can handle Birdramon. That would make a lot of sense anyway. I don't think there's anybody else that we can challenge in this, like, immediate vicinity who will give us a better challenge than Meteormon. There is a Meteormon up the top of the volcano as well. And he's actually level 12 instead of level 8. So he would be a much harder fight for us. But he would probably give us more stats as well. I'm not entirely sure what I want to be doing, but let's try our fight against Digimon and see how we get on. I'm going to cough, so I'm going to mute real quick. Alright, so here we go. As with last time, we are a little bit stronger fight. There's Buster Dive. We actually knocked Digimon flat on her ass, which feels really good. I wonder if we could combo that again, just make him do it. We're actually angry now, so we will take a little bit of extra pain here. But it looks like we're handling Digimon super easy. Wow, that was really clean. So you're seeing the strength of Taomon coming out a little bit here. But then on top of that, I guess Sam's stronger as well. All of the training we did yesterday off screen, all of the training, like the 5 battles, even though it was only 5 battles, guys, you can see what a difference like getting 100 stats across the board actually makes. Obviously, we trained in the gym as well. Now, we have just procced 1000 speed for Sam. I wonder if that's going to be enough. Not quite yet. I'm constantly just waiting for it. I'm like, right, it must be now, right? It must be now, right? Do we dare fight against the Bomber Nanimon? Lots of guys oh, I was like, why is there a Digimon spawned over here? But it's just this psycho running home to his mum. That's fine. Alright guys, what I think we will do then is, because I don't really want to fight against the Bomber Nannies, the Meteormon down here is not giving us good stats, and neither is Digimon. I think we're going to wander back up to the top of the volcano, which I don't really want to do because I feel like this is kind of wasting time a little bit. But at the same time, if we get more stats and then we force Garudamon's Digivolution, I would love to make him Digivolve today, because if he pushes into tomorrow, then it would be kind of weird, where our Digimon are going to be like offset by a day and things like that. What on earth is this? This looks like a spicy mushroom. Massive. A fighting fungus. Alright, I think they sell for quite a lot, but I actually think they're quite good to eat as well. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, let's keep wandering up the volcano. There was something I was thinking about yesterday when I was training that I wanted to speak to you guys about, and that is to the right hand side of the oasis, you know, in the desert where the oasis is, where I was training against the Jijimon in the dead end town. If you guys actually go to the right, that's where our main story is waiting to be progressed. Now, normally that would be an optional training area for me to go into and fight against Digimon that are quite strong. But because that area is locked off right now, I can't access those training areas, which is, you know, it's a bit of a bummer in all honesty. But, you know, I mean, the Digimon in there aren't super strong, but they might have actually been what we needed to fight against to get, like, ideal gains, I guess. So it's kind of awkward that they're not available right now, but that's just something I was thinking about. This guy is level 12. I think if we can beat level 8, we should be able to beat level 12. Now, this could be a mistake, but as long as I block properly and pay attention to these things, I should be okay. Now, it looks like he's doing his fucking ultimate again, so I'm going to make sure that Duramon actually blocks. Here, we do very little damage with our first 2 abilities. I think we take an AoE there again, and I missed the order command, which really sucks. We take 2 hits to our guys with Buster Dive there, so what I'm going to do here is I'm actually just going to tell, I keep calling him Doomon now, god damn it, Taomon, I'm going to tell you to block, and then before you run in here and die, I think I'm actually going to use my large recovery holodisc. Now this, I'm scared of what's going to happen here, guys. I think if I throw that, he's going to run in and die, and then we're going to lose it. He doesn't actually, which is quite lucky. We wouldn't have needed it anyway, now that I pay attention, so I'm going to throw another one. So I guess we just have to hit him with Garudamon's ult. We'll see how much this does from behind. I don't know if you can get crits on your ultimates, but if you can, now would be a perfect time to get an ult crit. Let's see, Freeze Fang, you do not a lot of damage at all. Wow, that's terrifying. Okay, okay, interesting. So what I need to happen here is I feel like I need to get Garurumon up to a point where he has a lot of points, and then I need to try and get Taomon to get his limit break so we can do a double wombo. This fight is actually very, very difficult. So Taomon, I'm going to make you defend, buddy. And then I'm going to try and... Okay, I didn't get that timing off, but it doesn't matter. Let's go across. We're going to throw 1 medium recovery at Garurumon. I'm going to pay attention to Taomon and see what he's doing here, because it looks like he's going to get attacked again. When he does, we're going to try and time it, but we fuck it up. Interesting. We get that hit from behind. Taomon cancels his block again, so I need to make sure that that lands. I really, honestly guys, this fight is completely winnable, but I keep fucking up the timings, and it's really starting to make me irritated, because I feel like I'm throwing what could potentially be a really easy fight. Now, Taomon, you need to defend after you do that, and then Garurumon, you really, really need a recovery item, or you're going to die. So I'm going to throw that in and hope to God it hits you before you get hit. Let's tell you to defend. Sorry guys, I'm completely like, the eye contact is just not a thing here right now, but forgive me. We actually have Garudamon's ult, so I'm going to try and get that off ASAP. Hopefully he didn't get, yeah. Alright, we need this to do as like the most amount of damage as possible. And hopefully we can actually get through this fight. I never would have challenged this guy if I thought he was going to blow so much resources on us. We do get the combo, which is very important. Alright, nice. Now's not the time to throw the fight though, so if I can just... do we get another combo? This guy is actually dead, which is super good. Let's just use this. It's not our most powerful move, but I'm going to use it anyway. Should be enough. No, it's not. Okay, Taomon. Tell you to defend, buddy. And I think what we'll do is just throw MP discs out here. And luckily, I think it looks like we're going to actually get through this fight. Tell you to defend again. Garurumon, can you... can you please? Can you please? Let's do this. I think this should be enough. Yeah. Alright, guys. Holy moly. That was a mistake. Mistakes were made. Jesus. If anything was going to digivolve fucking Sam, I would hope that to God that would be it. But fuck me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry I made you sit through that slugfest. I might have actually edited some of that fight out to make it go a bit more smoothly because that took a long time. Holy shit. We get really good gains and we get great money, but we used like all of our fucking resources. Like, holy shit. So, luckily we don't die, but I think it's safe to say that for now we're too slow to be fighting against that Meteormon. He's just a bit too beefy. We don't get our Digivolution just yet, but we do get a lot of stats, which I guess is kind of nice, and we do get a lot of money as well. So, yeah. I think what we'll do is probably head back to the city. I'm trying to think what it is that we could do to get Garurumon to get his Digivolution to proc. I'm going to wait and see if it's after 8 PM here, because that might be a thing. Doesn't just yet. Let's have a quick look at stats and see if there's nothing we can't actually do here. Try and make this work before the end of our ep here, because holy shit. So I guess his weight might be a thing. His weight is actually bang on 40 though. Let's have a look at his history tab, because that's going to give us the most info. So apparently he's actually available to digivolve into Garurumon Black. You can see that right now. We're Garurumon Black, sorry. I think it's just a matter of time then. So we've been kind of pushing Sam too much here, but actually, oh, there's Taomon there, huh? Imagine we ended up with Taomon and Taomon. That'd be interesting. Obviously, I would like We're Garurumon Black to be a thing, but yeah, I think we're ready to digivolve into him at this point. We just need to. For time to pass, and the best way I can think of making time to pass is to go back to the city and train. I think what we could do is fight against this Pidomon just for the sake of gaining a little bit more money, because we do need to replenish our funds. We have ran out of a lot of stuff, and I think this guy should be pretty straightforward to beat. It looks like we're actually kind of close to a double ult here anyway, so if we time this a bit properly, there's Taomon got his. In fact, you know what, Taomon's probably strong enough to actually just fucking kill this guy. Show us Talisman of Light then. We've never seen this before. We'll see how good it actually is. Paintbrush. Reminds me of, what's his face from Naruto? Can't remember. Is it Tai or something? Tile? Fuck knows. We get 440 bits, which is, you know, it's fine. And we get an attack booster S. That probably sells for a decent amount of money. And we get a bonus here as well. Nice. We haven't had a lot of these today, so GG. Alright, what you got for us? Do we want to train against anyone else? I mean, I guess one more fight over here. What I'll do, guys, is I'll do this fight off screen so you don't have to sit through it, but I am just trying to pick up some more money before we go back to the city, so that I can actually buy things before we leave the city. So yeah, I'm going to fight these guys and come back to you once the fight is over. I'll be back in just a second. Well, that did not take long at all. Welcome back, folks. We get 800 bits from that fight because obviously it was a 2v2, which feels good, so we get a bit more money there. Again, that's us close to like 4 recoveries or something, 3 recoveries. So, yeah, I think that's probably enough. I think we could head back to the city. I'm trying to think if there's any other fights in here. I mean, there are Bomber Nanimon through here who we could potentially fight against, but I don't want to fight against, like, a few at a time, plus they are quite strong. Alright, let's just head back to the city. We'll use our autopilot, which, again, is wasting money. There is actually a mushroom in the background there, and we are supposedly collecting mushrooms for Rena, but, you know, it doesn't... I'm not really that phased. If we were tryharding, we could maybe do that, but you know, it's not something I'm super excited about. All right, let's nip across in here. We're gonna probably plough the fields for a bit again because you know we're just trying to. Okay, the fields are already at their best. All right, I'm just being a dumbass. Let's go back up to the gym. We're gonna hopefully advance into the next day, and hopefully by the end of this episode we will have 2 ultimates, because I really thought that our guys were gonna be, you know, moving along sooner here, but apparently they're just going at their own pace, which is fine. Let's put Garurumon on the HP train in here, and we'll keep Sam on the Or Sam is Garurumon. We'll keep Joe on the strength training, get him a little bit stronger. So it is food time. We'll feed you guys. Unfortunately, we haven't picked up any more apples, I don't think. So I'm just going to feed meat to Sam. In fact, I might end up just feeding meat to... Do we have anything we could give you? It's a veggie. It's a veggie. We could give him a baby strawberry. I don't know if that's worth though. We should probably keep it. We've got our fighty fungus now. Some nut. Yeah, I'm just going to... I mean, Joe's pretty much content at this point anyway, because it's the end of the day. Normally, as the day goes on and you take him to the bathroom and you do other things that he likes doing, he likes going to the bathroom, that's weird. You do other things with him that he likes doing, and then normally he calms down a little bit and becomes a happy chappy. Not in the morning though. Joe is definitely not a morning person, unfortunately. Your partner's fatigue is recovered, blah blah blah, and it looks like we're going to train directly through into the next day, and if Garurumon doesn't digivolve at the start of tomorrow, then fuck knows what we're supposed to be doing. But yeah, we should be fine. Sam, do we want to take your HP up just a smidge more? I mean, I guess it's kind of a waste to do this in my opinion, because I'm pretty sure when he digivolves to ultimate, he's going to get given these stats anyway. But yeah, okay, sleepy time. And we progress to our next day. I don't actually know what day it is in-game. I haven't really been keeping track of any of that stuff. We've just kind of been wandering around, fighting whoever we want to fight, recruiting easy Digimon, and now we're trying to digivolve into Ultimate again, I guess. We've just kind of been taking it easy. He still doesn't digivolve, are you serious, bro? Come on, man, what the fuck is this? Alright. I'm thinking that what might be going on here is Joe and Sam might be kind of similar in the sense that, you know, when the day arose for Joe, he didn't instantly digivolve, but he did actually, you know, as we travelled around the city a little bit. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to bang round, do all the normal stuff, going to go off camera real quick, and if he digivolves, I'll pull you guys back in ASAP, alright? So I will see you in just a second. Alright folks, we back once again. We've just come out of the item shop. We have 17 medium recoveries to our name, 2 regens, 1 autopilot, and 5 medium MPs. Now, before we actually go wandering into the site, I thought I would keep you guys for just one last boring kind of thing to do. I'm sorry for this, but I thought some of you might be interested, so here we go. I thought that we could actually start storing some of our kind of semi-important things in the bank. Like defense plugins, we're probably not going to need those for like mediocre battles. There was points when I could have used them looking back, but they kind of just take up a spot right now. I think what I'll do is I'll hang on to these for later on. Same with this, the Attack Booster S. I looked at how much this sold for it and it was actually only 500 bits, so I'm going to put that in the bank for now. Same with the large recovery disc. The oily fruit we'll put in, the hunk of meat we'll put in, the baby strawberry, the fighty fungus. Asna, I actually don't know why you're still in here. Well done meat I'm going to keep as well. And as you can see, after that, it's just the recoveries. Now, we only have 1 autopilot, but that's more than enough to get us back to the city one time. So, yeah, what I'm going to do now is, okay, I'm going to leave the Taomon. I know you love us, but come on, dude, you have to let us go. Alright, so now I guess we just go back out once again, guys. I really thought Garurumon was going to digivolve here, and it's kind of bothering me that he's not digivolved yet. But what I'm going to do is, I know this episode's kind of pushing on longer than normal, so I'll probably just try and keep you guys for as long as I can until he digivolves, and if he doesn't do it in 5 minutes, we'll probably push it into the next episode. I'm not really sure what's going to happen yet, but I'm hoping that give him a couple of hours and he will actually change. We actually find a cheerful apple, which is cool. I think what we will do is probably... Do we want to headlong to Mod Cape? Could that be a thing that we do? Interesting. I'm not sure. Alright guys, I'm going to head along to Mod Cape for a little wander. I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything, but I really want to be starting to train against some of the tougher enemies that are in that area. So, yep, bear with me. I will be back in just a moment, and if Garurumon digivolves on the way, then I will pull you guys right back in. I'll see you in just a second. Alright guys, welcome back to Mod Cape. Now I thought this is where things might start to get a bit interesting, so I'll hang on to you for the time being. Now these Digimon actually gave us trouble in the past when we were ultimates, and I don't know if we can fight them. They are actually marked as blue, so let's give it a go and see what we can actually make out of this fight. Now Garurumon, I'm going to be kind of telling him to defend as much as possible, because he is the one that's likely to take the most damage in this fight, although looking at like the instant... Looking at what we've got so far, it's looking pretty strong. If I tell, let's see, who's he going to go for? That's what I want to pay attention to. It looks like he's using Nightmare on Taomon here. I actually don't know who he was going for, but it looks like this fight's over already. We're going to finish him off with the Buster Dive, and wow. Alright, so remember the last time we fought against these dudes, they actually gave us a bit of hassle, but this time around we just shit on them, so yeah, that's pretty good. Digital Ion Water, 1 recovery disc. And we got a boost to our stats as well. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do here, guys, is because Garurumon still hasn't digivolved, and as I said earlier, the episode is pushing on a fair bit. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to wrap things up. And unfortunately we're going to come back and find out what Garurumon Digivolves into tomorrow. So I apologise that he didn't change the date. I really thought he was going to. So that was an interesting development. It just goes to show that even though I've played through this game a bunch, sometimes things like this happen. It's kind of fucking weird. I'm sorry we had another weird episode where we were kind of wandering about. I'm glad that Joe Digivolved, but hopefully, I think what's going to happen with the structure is, because I feel like I keep pulling you guys through these episodes, and I know it is just the game, right? It's the Let's Play. It's why you guys are watching to a certain degree. But I would love for us to be able to actually do something interesting, you know? I love the grind, but I know that everybody doesn't, so yeah, I talk about this a lot. It's just because it's what I'm thinking about as I'm playing. So I apologise if I talk about it too much as well. But you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna try and find probably. Well, in fact, I'm not gonna try and find anything. We're gonna start off the next episode, and then together we're gonna try and find someone who we can train against. Maybe get some good stats, get good money for a change. I would like to be rich again, because right now we are the poorest Digimon tamers in all the land, and that sucks. So if we can train against, Sam will definitely Digivolve at some point in the next episode, and if he doesn't, then we're just gonna hold him down and give him a Thunderstone or something like that. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Let me know all of your feelings and thoughts. I don't care what it is that you've got to say. Let me know, and we can see if we can talk about it in the next episode. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care and have a nice day. I'll see you then. Bye.